Hello my geek fam! Today prepare for an immersive journey into the life, artistry and techniques of the legendary Egon Schiele. Join me as we delve deeper into the enigmatic story behind this remarkable painter but deeply troubled man. We will explore his unique style and embark on a practical watercolor and gouache tutorial step by step to create a Schiele-inspired masterpiece. Hi guys! First of all, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Also, if you follow some of my little advice, don't hesitate to share your work on social media with the hashtag NGFCPaint. Born in 1980, Egon Schiele started drawing very early. His father was a station master for the National Railways and young Egon couldn't stop drawing trains, to the point that his father threatened to destroy his sketchbooks. A shy and awkward child, Egon did poorly in school except in sports and art. When his father died in 1904, his uncle became his tutor and encouraged his artistic abilities. Schiele went to fine art school, but his exaggerated style was not a good fit for his conservative teachers. He left the school 3 years after this and contacted Gustav Klimt, who became his mentor. In 1910, Schiele started painting nudes, emaciated and strongly sexual in nature. His audacious approach to art was met with both admiration and controversy. Schiele's provocative depiction of the human body, unapologetic nudity and unflinching exploration of human emotions stirred intense debates during his time. Thanks to the support of his mentor Gustav Klimt, who faced the same critics in his time, Schiele persevered in his path. His lifestyle, together with his lover Wally, gave him a lot of trouble with the police and he was arrested for paedophilia. The charges were later dropped. He tried to seduce a 13-year-old girl when the age of consent was 14 at the time. And pornography. After a heated trial, during which the judge even burned one of his paintings, he was imprisoned for a month. He later married his wife, Edith, which seemed to tame his lifestyle a bit. During World War I, although he was in the military, he continued to paint bigger and bigger canvas with more and more details, and even exhibit a few times in major cities. After the war, he became very successful thanks to the Vienna exhibition, among other things, but in 1918, the Spanish flu claimed both a pregnant Edith and Egon, who had continued sketching his wife despite the disease. Throughout his career, Schiele faced numerous personal challenges, including the loss of his father at a young age and his own battle with mental health. Despite these hardships, his art continued to evolve, bearing the unmistakable mark of his unique vision. Schiele's artistic style was characterized by a mesmerizing blend of expressionism and a profound understanding of human psychology. His figures, often elongated and contorted, conveyed a deep sense of emotional depth. With bold, confident brushstrokes, he captured the inner turmoil and vulnerability of his subject, immortalizing their essence on the canvas. Schiele's use of line was a testament to his artistic prowess, every stroke and intention guiding the viewer's gaze and evoking a sense of movement and energy within his compositions. Furthermore, his masterful command of color, though often restrained, heightened the emotional impact of his work, allowing the viewer to experience a wide spectrum of sentiments. Now, let's embark on a practical journey of artistic creation. Starting with a blank page, we will gradually bring forth a Schiele-inspired watercolor and gouache painting step by step. The model I would like to follow for this will be this sketch, titled Self-Portrait with Hands Clasped on the Chest. You have understood it. Egon Schiele is all about the human form and facial expressions. More than often, he was painting himself, so let's do an auto-portrait. Taking the self-portrait with hand on the chest as a reference, I took a few pictures of myself to choose the best pose. I'm looking for a strong facial expression and a distorted pose, especially for the hands. The result should be a blend of this photo and the original sketch. Using a light pencil, Sketch the basic composition of your subject, embracing the elongated and contorted figures reminiscent of Schiele's style. Pay attention to the emotional expression and the dynamic lines that define the subject's form. One of my art teachers when I was living in Japan had this technique. You start on a corner and simply follow the subject using what you already have drawn to judge the size and angles of the rest. Don't hesitate to play with the negative space in your composition. You don't have to center a subject or to paint everywhere. Select a muted palette of watercolor paint. Start by applying a light wash of colors that resonate with the mood and emotions you want to convey. Allow the colors to blend and interact, creating a harmonious foundation for your painting. Once again, don't forget that Egon Schiele used the negative space for his canvas to focus the attention on the subject. Don't hesitate to leave part of your drawing white or unworked. The main stars here are the face and hands of the subject, not the detail on his body or background. So that is where you want to draw the eyes of the viewer. This is a sketch. Schiele would have worked with paint or ink on a finished portrait, but he's using a pencil here. There is something gritty, almost organic about a good pencil line. It gives character and a feeling of spontaneity. Carefully define the contours and features of your subject to create the planes of your figure, what is in front and what is behind. Emphasize the expressive lines that capture the inner psyche, the eyebrows, the squinting of the eye, the mouth corners, giving your painting a sense of movement and intensity. I will not redraw everything with this technique and leave some of the original sketch pencil lines on the finished image, while I emphasize some others. From now on, stop the watercolor and switch to gouache. They are usually darker, bolder, and more opaque colors that will help get a striking effect in your painting. Build upon the base color by adding layers of darker shade, especially in areas of shadows and intensity, and lighter shade for the light reflections. Let the colors intertwine, revealing the emotional depth within your subject. You are building the 3 dimensions in this stage, so mark your shadows and mark your lights. Moreover, in opposition to the watercolor that was done wet on wet, the dry gouache will show us all the brush strokes and therefore the energy of the painting. Zoom in on the smaller details that contribute to the overall narrative of your artwork. With a steady hand and a fine brush, add intricate lines and textures that convey the essence of your subject personality. These details will bring your painting to life. Schiele was very detailed, especially for the facial features and the hands. Paint every little hair, every popping vein. As you near the completion of your artwork, step back and let your intuition guide you. Embrace the unconventional and take risks. Trust your creative instinct to add final touches, exploring new techniques or incorporating unexpected elements that reflect your own artistic voice. And there you have it, guys, a comprehensive journey through the life, style and techniques of Egon Schiele, accompanied by a practical tutorial to help you bring his artistry to life on your own canvas. Now go and create your own masterpieces. Share them on social media with our hashtag #NGFCPaint. And as for me, I'll see you next time. Cheers!